What's up, everybody? I'm Frankfurter. That is Magically Average, and today, inside this envelope, we've got the goods. We've got the goods, baby. We've got absolutely fucking nothing but our own opinions. We are going to be talking about what we think is going to be anime of the year. Yes, I know it is the fucking end of July. We are ways away from the Crunchyroll Awards. However, if they are going by last year's standards, we've already seen at least every single episode 1 of every single show that will be on that list. So today we're going to run through a few categories and talk about what we think will win for some categories and then eventually anime of the year. So to kick off the list, we are going to go best boy, best girl. Just straight off the bat, I think best girl is going to go to the little girl from Buddy Daddies. 100%. Oh, by the way, let me stipulate the rules of this is just like, hey, fall 2022 to summer 2023, which is the season we're in now. So if anything from basically last winter to now is what we're going over. So,
and that includes first
Chainsaw
and
Man,
or second
Bochi the Rock, etc., etc. That's all on this freaking list. So with that, the little girl from Buddy Daddies, I think, is gonna win best girl or must protect, one of the two. If it's not best girl, I think that goes to Bochi.
Can I throw in a curveball though?
Yeah,
because I would give it personally. I would give it to Bochi. I think it's going to be I from Oshinoko.
Interesting.
Because everyone was obsessed with her in episode 1. Obsessed.
See, but another curveball I can throw at you that you can make a very solid argument for is either the girl from Yamada-kun or Skip and Loafer.
Skip and Loafer,
both of them are fucking fantastic characters.
Skip and Loafer I can see more than Akane from Yamada-kun. I think I would agree with you with Skip and Loafer. Akane, I don't know as much. I don't think she's best girl because for any of you who haven't seen it, but you've seen it all the way through, right? She's drunk like half the episodes. That's not best girl material.
I mean,
across the masses, for me, that's best girl material.
Yeah.
But, across the general anime masses, I don't think they'd view a college chick that just gets sloshed every other episode to be a best girl.
What?
But I would agree that the girl from Buddy Daddies, the little girl that they adopt, will likely win it. My hope is Bochi. Yeah. And my dark horse in the race would be I from Oshinoko.
Or will it be a repeat with Anya from Spy Family Part 2? That's also on the board here.
Oh, because that was fall, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
So we can have a repeat in Anya. We can have the little girl from Buddy Daddies, who's, I think, will win. Or you can have Bochi, who I would really love to win.
So we should also preface this by saying, if you missed last year's anime awards, don't worry, you didn't miss a lot, because basically only 3 anime won every single fucking category. Stupid. It was awful. I because I am an optimistic, because I'm a glass half full kind of person, I'm going to have a positive outlook on this one and say that they will be more diverse. I think the strength of the anime across every single season was much better than last year. But like by a very obvious margin. Because last year you and I were like, we had our whole bag full of good anime that we were like, yeah, these all deserve it.
Yep.
100%. We had the backing of the anime community across all the different platforms being like, yep, these ones should be there. But then the trolls emerged like they usually do, and it was Demon Slayer, Spy Family, and Attack on Titan that took every single fucking category home except for like 3, I think, which was embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I have faith in humanity this time around that we will see a large diversity of shows across every single category, so much so that I'm going to predict, bold prediction right now, no anime will win more than 3 awards. There will be no single anime that will win more than 3 awards for 2024. Mark it down. Put it in the fucking
I think you are
bold statements.
You, my good sir, I don't think that's gonna happen at all because like
I don't think that's gonna happen.
So many categories.
So I don't think it's gonna even happen either. Right? That is my bold prediction though. And I don't think it's gonna happen for one reason, and one reason only. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man will be the new Attack on Titan in that it's going to win every category, even if it doesn't really deserve it. Right? Because I would throw a wrench in it and say, best girl might just go to Power.
That's true.
Everyone loves that stinky cretin. Yeah. She's wonderful. I love Power too. I have a Power tattoo. She's a great. She does not deserve best girl though, but she's a great character. But that's what I mean. I think Chainsaw Man's gonna be that anime this year where it's just gonna ruin every category. It's gonna be like fantasy, Chainsaw Man, best score, Chainsaw Man, best fucking comedy, Chainsaw Man.
I really hope to fucking God.
Best romance, Chainsaw Man.
I really hope Mushoku Tensei finally wins best fantasy because goddamn does it deserve.
It's not going to. It
really needs to though. I really wish it would. But yeah,
all right, we're on best girl for too long. Moving on.
Boy.
We got best boy.
Best boy.
That's easy one for me.
What's that?
Yamada.
See,
Yamada's the best boy. But like out of that show, Yamada is the best boy.
But here's the thing. He's not going to win because you have go back to fucking fall 2022. You have Mob from Mob Psycho.
He's not going to win.
You also have Midoriya from My Hero Academia. You also have Ichigo from
No
Bleach.
one likes Midoriya. No one likes Midoriya. No one does. No one's gonna vote for him.
The diehards that are like, he can't do no wrong. Ooh.
Even the diehards, I don't think like him as much now. I doubt it's gonna be Midoriya.
The personal one that I want to win would be Vash the Stampede. I want Vash the Stampede from Trigun to win. That would be fan-frickin-tastic. But I could also see fucking Tanjiro winning again with his last season. I can see what's his face from Oshinoko Aqua making a nomination as well. The boy from Dangers in My Heart, I could see him also getting a nomination. And then I mean, we haven't even talked about this season. You got Gojo fucking at 3 episodes in, you're like, I want this man. I want everything about him.
Do you think, this is not a spoiler for people, do you think that there's going to be a curveball and people are going to vote for Toji instead?
Oh my god!
Instead of Gojo or Geto, they're going to vote for Toji.
It'd be like the last 2 years or whatever, where he's nominated for both best antagonist and best protagonist.
Yeah. Well, that was Eren Yeager, right?
Yeah.
That was basically the Eren Yeager staple.
Attack on Titan stupidity vote there, but
yeah.
I could also see Akira from Zom 100 getting a nod.
Yep, I could see Junta too. This best boy one's hard because last year was Eren Yeager, right? Let me go back real quick.
I got you. Give me a second.
I think it was. Well, they don't have best boy, so they have best anime character was Eren.
Best main character, yeah.
But the annoying one was Boji. Boji was for sure best boy. Protect the best boy is Boji from Ranking of Kings. Yeah. That was an easy one.
Yeah, so
they don't do best.
Yeah, so now it's best main character, best supporting character, and must protect at all cost.
Which must protect at all cost is not gender specific either, because Boji and Kage from Ranking of Kings was nominated. Kotaro from Kotaro Lives Alone was, and then Kitagawa and Komi were both too. So yeah, I wasn't
nominated there. Oh yeah, she was. Never mind. I skipped over her name. That's my bad.
But yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do best boy. I guess.
I hope they bring that category back because that was a good category.
I liked it too. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot because I think you can go for like the soft boys from the slice of lives, like the ones from Kubo and the Dangers in My Heart, and I think those could win. But then you can also go for the fun outgoing boys like Akira from Zom 100 or everyone's favorite Gojo.
I'm thinking about it. I don't think there was a single boy in Bocchi the Rock.
No, there was.
Who? The dad. The dad.
No. The dad. Well, the dad that didn't have a face. First off, and then no, it was the guy that worked at the Starry Club. He helped with like ticket sales. They thought he was really scary because he was all pierced up, and then he was like such a little sweetheart.
I don't remember that guy at all.
Wow, not a true fan. Embarrassing. Fucking
Anyways,
embarrassing.
So those are our picks: best boy, best girl. Next, best original anime. We went through the list, and it is a very sparse list. It is not a very big list. So we're really gonna narrow it down to like 2, maybe 3 shows, and that the 2 for sure that are getting the nominations. Gundam Witch from Mercury, and holy fuck, I just blanked.
Buddy Daddies.
Yes, Buddy Daddies.
The show that you just talked about.
Yes,
with Best Girl.
I know.
Holy
my brain farted so hard right there. I think I wanted to go to Buddy Daddies, but I can definitely see the Gundam fans like pulling through because there were 2 seasons, and I wonder if they're gonna combine them both, or if Core 2 is gonna get a nomination and Core 1 is gonna get a nomination, and that'll split the fan base, and then Buddy Daddies comes in for the win.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it with that, since it is 2 cores in one single anime of the year.
They may just cluster it up into just one, just the Witch from Mercury.
They're probably gonna do that, honestly. I think I only watched Buddy Daddies. I didn't watch Witch from Mercury, but just knowing the hype around it, given that it was the first Gundam to have a female lead, I saw so many clips of it. It looks amazing. Like, it seems like it has a very compelling story too.
It really does.
I don't know. I don't see that losing just because it has such an aged history to it in the Gundam series, right?
Yeah.
You got such a long-standing fan base that's been just itching for, more Gundam, and they get one, and it revolutionized the genre because it was the first female lead. Buddy Daddies was fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see Buddy Daddies win it, but I do think in my heart of hearts that it's gonna go to Witch from Mercury.
Yeah, and I think Birdie Wing season 2 will get a nod, but I don't think it'll win. I don't think it'll come close. Tim will be the only one out there voting for it like 15 times a day.
Yeah,
to try and make it close.
I will say last year I think it was a lot easier in terms of original anime, because in looking at the list, you had Licorice Recoil, Birdie Wing the first season, Healer Girl, Orbital Children, which I thought would be a very, very solid competitor.
A lot of people didn't like it. I absolutely loved it.
I thought it was great.
For 6 episodes, I thought it was fantastic.
I completely agree. Vampire in the Garden, which was the Wit Studio one that they did, that I was meaning to watch. I still want to watch. It looks fantastic.
I started watching it while working, and I was just like, oh, I got to pay attention to this one.
Yeah, no, it's a pay attention type. And then Yurei Deco, which I don't know. But like Licorice Recoil, Licorice Recoil stood well above the rest.
Yeah.
This year, I think it's a little bit harder just because
it's between 2 really good shows.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that. It's just like the other ones. I mean, you could give it to Birdie Wing 2. Before we started recording, we were going through all the originals, and it's like legit. The list is abysmal, and it's like, God, you really are this year just going between 2. Last year it was very, very obvious. Like, I think people would have been blown away if anything other than Licorice Recoil won it.
Yeah.
This year it's like, oh, you got like, it's really just between one or the other.
Yeah, but we'll see. I think it'll be a kind of a coin flip between the 2. I feel like, especially if they break it up into the 2 core rather than just doing the one show.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a coin flip. But
agreed.
Moving on, we have best animation. This one is really tricky because there are some delightfully wonderful animated shows that are just stinky. Like, this season has 2 of them. Well, I actually haven't watched more of The Masterful Cat is Depressed Again today.
It is good.
I do need to watch that. And the animation for that is gorgeous. A little unsettling in the beginning, but gorgeous. And then the girl I like forgot her glasses or something like that. I forget the full exact title.
That is the exact title.
Yeah. So, like, I think that those two shows alone are absolutely gorgeous, but do they like deserve the award?
Well, they're also animated by the same studio.
This is
as an
true.
FYI.
I
Yeah.
think also in this category, you really need to include Trigun Stampede, because while it was fully 3D, it was a fucking feast for the eyes. It was great. For CGI, like, I never thought I'd like CGI animate. It was phenomenal. I think it was fantastic. But I feel like this season has pulled out all the stops.
Yeah, this
Particular.
nomination season,
Mm-hmm.
I would agree. I think, kind of to what you were alluding to, I think the nods are going to go to the anime that have introduced like a really unique, interesting style, whether it be the actual art style to it or the choreography to it or how it's filmed, like whatever aspect you want to look at it. I think the nominees are going to be the anime that have the intriguing animation styles rather than like your typical like Spy Family looked great. Jujutsu Kaisen still looks great. Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War still looks great in its second core. Like you have this
was great too.
Oshi-no-Ko looked beautiful. Yeah, I mean you have the ones that looked really good, but in terms of like true uniqueness, and I'm only naming the ones that I watched, so I'm sure people will be like, "What about that one?" I don't care. Like Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man was an animation style I had never seen before, where it felt 3D at times and it was not.
Yeah.
Like so much that the studio came out, like MAPPA came out, and they're like, no, here is the frame by frame of how we did it, how we actually drew it, and here it is, actually
side by side,
shown.
like the animation and like the raw.
Yeah, like incredible. Another one for me. I know people are gonna be like, it's a slice of life. Of course, it's gonna look good, and I'm like, well, no. Truthfully, I thought it looked really unique. Is The Dangers in My Heart. It did some really, really interesting things in terms of like animation and how it like used the perspective of different people and different scenes.
Mm-hmm.
How it showed things progressing too from the beginning of the season to the end of the season, like small nuances here and there, and it just made it feel so much better. It looked very pretty as well, but the cinematography of it just was above and beyond what I would have expected from this, and it was incredible. And then I think the other two would be the Masterful Cat / the Girl Who Forgot Her Glasses. Same studio. They do these weird Fishland low angle panning shots that are really weird, but it makes everything seem really fast and fluid, which is it's very jarring at first, I'd say. Kind of unsettling, like you alluded to, but it looks good. Like it looks really good. It's just something so new that I've never seen in an anime that I was like, whoa, what the fuck? So it was good. It was really good.
There's two that we didn't talk about that could also be potentially in this bucket.
Well, I was gonna say Zom 100 as my last one,
Zom
just
100,
because of the colors.
Yeah, Zom 100.
Like the colors alone was
Zom 100, if they keep it up, I think that'll definitely be in there. But the two that like are kind of unknown to both of us because neither of us have watched it, Vinland Saga Season 2. Because the first season was beautifully animated. I don't know how MAPPA animated Season 2. I really don't know how that transition went. And I do need to watch it. It's on my to-watch list. I just haven't gotten to it. And then Nier Automata. Nier Automata, I watched episode 1, and it was beautiful. But I don't know how the rest of it went because of all the delays, etc., etc. So theoretically, Nier could be really fucking good as well. We just, nobody knows because nobody really kept up with it, I feel like.
Right.
So, but yeah, I think to me, the one that'll win it is more than likely Chainsaw Man. I would love to see Bleach win this one because Bleach was great. Oshi-no-Ko, I think, would be great to have it as well. Demon Slayer is just going to be thrown into that bucket because it's always pretty and it's not much else.
Because it's ufotable,
Yeah, JJK Season 2 is fucking... that newest episode 3, gorgeous. Fucking beautiful.
I mean, again, like, I think I know I'm just saying this over and over and over again. But I think it deserves to be repeated numerous times. Very few anime come out nowadays that are just outright fugly. Like that just look like rush jobs. I should say, and I should qualify it as being like series that aren't, long continuing series or like kid shows and stuff like that. I'm talking like either new anime or continuing anime. Like very few of them have an art style where you just look at it and you're just like, this is gross beyond belief.
Yeah. It happens every once in a blue moon, but it's far and few between.
Yeah, Devil is a part-timer.
I would say
season whatever.
Yeah. You were saying though, like about uniqueness. I think one that you can throw in there for the unique bucket would be Skip and Loafer, because that art style is so different.
Well, and I was gonna say Yamada-kun too, because it's
I feel like
it's
whole kind of traditional shoujo where it's kind of like sparkly and twinkly and whatnot.
It's not so much sparkly twinkly. It's they really like go deep into like the palette of colors. Like they're seeing, like whenever they show a scene, depending on the mood of the scene or the setting that it's in, it's like got this very specific palette of colors where they're like, it's either very pastel and very light and airy, or it's like very dark and very like, deep colors. Like they do a pretty good job with that. But yeah, I mean, Skip and Loafer does have a very intriguing style about it that I thought was very appealing. Yeah, I mean it. But personally, though, I would love to see this go to, one of the studios that is trying something new. Again, I truthfully believe it's going to be Chainsaw Man, and it's going to be rightly deserved because it
was gorgeous.
It was incredible. It wasn't just that it was gorgeous; like it was extremely pleasing episode to episode.
It was a new
standard. Every single aspect about it, from the character designs, their movements, the scenery. Like you talk about Hell's Paradise and how sometimes the characters looked kind of like bland, but the scenery always looked nice.
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man had scenes where there were crowds of people and they all looked like the main character. And they all, like the scenery, like every single bit of the scenery looked like it was, interactable. Like you have those instances where like there's scenery that like everything's kind of faded except for like one random door, and you're like, I wonder what's gonna happen. Are they going to go through that door? Oh, look at that go. But like Chainsaw Man, it was like movie quality to where like everything just looked crisp, everything looked clean and interactable, and it just felt, you watching, you're just in awe. You're like, Jesus.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I've actually been feeling about Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. Like the past 3 episodes have been like movie quality in pacing, animation, storytelling. Like everything about it has been very movie quality. That I'm like, holy fuck. Did they blow the budget on the first 3 episodes? Like, what the fuck are they doing? Because like episode 3 of the 3 episodes that are out was probably hands down the best one. Hands down was the best one.
I would agree.
In all fronts of music, animation, storytelling, pacing, etc., like twists and turns. Everything about that episode was like, holy fucking shit. This is good TV. This is real good. We eating good. But
yeah.
I think it'll be a toss-up between JJK and Chainsaw Man, and ultimately Chainsaw Man will win. I
would throw Oshinoko in too, but yeah, I think while
I love Oshinoko, I really did. I don't think that it's gonna, like, I think it'll be the top 3rd, and I think it'll be place number 3 out of 3. Like, I don't think it comes anywhere near JJK or Chainsaw Man.
No, but it'll be up there, I think.
Yeah. So that's what we think. Moving on, we got 2 more that we're going to talk about. Best new series is our second to last category. There's a lot. There's a lot of brand new series that have come out, and there's a handful that we can really discuss. And there's one that I know you haven't watched that I watched that I really liked, and that was Heavenly Delusion. Heavenly Delusion came out fucking swinging, and it just didn't stop until the season was over. And it left it open for a second season, and I'm pretty sure there is enough source material for a second season. So if you've been sleeping on Heavenly Delusion on Hulu /Disney Plus, depending on where you're at, I highly suggest watching it. It's not a show that I think fits into the best category or best girl, best boy, whatever, but it was really fucking good. I think that they're like my top 5: Heavenly Delusion, Oshinoko, Hell's Paradise, Zom 100, and then oh fuck, where did my 5th one go? Ah fuck, I missed it. Buddy Daddies. Buddy Daddies. I would throw those 5 in there, and then a 6th that I would. Oh shit, I forgot about Bochi. Bochi's brand new too.
Yep.
So is Blue Lock.
Yep.
We haven't talked anything about Blue Lock.
Stop! I was just going.
Okay. But
God damn it!
I'll go over what I think would win, but you go over what you think will be nominated.
Oh, okay. If nominated, that's easy. It's gonna be Chainsaw Man. It's gonna be Oshino. It's gonna be Oshinoko. It's gonna be. I'm just going back through the whole live chart. It's gonna be Hell's Paradise. It's gonna be most likely Yamada-kun, because that did get a lot of hype around it. And then what else would it be?
It did, but interestingly enough, it only
Zom 100.
It only placed 10th on Mal, like 10th for that season on Mal.
Yeah, because it was going against Demon Slayer, Oshinoko, Hell's Paradise, Dr. Stone, Attack on Titan, The Dangers in My Heart. Like it was going through. I don't even know where Attack on Titan is. Kubo, Won't Let Me Be Invisible. Like it went up against a whole slew of anime. But in terms of like, again, I thought the story was excellent. Like it was the type of anime too where I'm almost happy where it ended and leaving it there. It was so well wrapped up in a single season that I was absolutely satisfied. If they were to come out and say that's the only season we're doing, we're done. Even though they have, like, I think the series has like over 130 chapters, I want to say, because my wife watched the first episode and was like, nope, I'm reading it. I can't. I'm too impatient. I'm reading it, and she finished it in like 3 days. All while we were in Japan on our honeymoon. She was crazy about it. But like it is such a fantastic story. And the ending to it, again, if they were to say we're done, I would be like, amazing. Excellent job. Yeah. It's very rare that I have a reaction like that in a single season, anticipating that there's going to be more based on my knowledge of the source material that exists, right? Because like Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible, not a great ending. Fantastic season, loved it to death. Not a great ending, but that's a given because the expectation is that there's going to be another season, right? Dangers in My Heart had a pretty good ending, I thought, but again, the expectation is there's going to be more because there is more source material to go through.
Same with Skip and Loafer.
So I would love. I'm getting emotional. I would love to see Yamada-kun up there for best new anime. But again, like it's going against this whole block of anime from fall 2022 to summer 2023. I mean, it's a gauntlet to get through. Yeah,
and I keep forgetting that Witch from Mercury would be considered a new show as well.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll go through. I'll pick the 2 from each seasonal anime. I'll pick my 2 that I would love to see, but the one that I know is going to be up for each of those. Okay. I would love to see Blue Lock, and personally, I'd love to see Uncle from Another World. I thought that was a fun watch. I loved that.
Would that technically be summer 2023 because it started in summer?
See, I don't know because it got pushed back and delayed so much that it didn't fully release until the fall. So I'm not sure because I know it began summer 2022, but it only went through like 6 episodes, and then they had to do a full break.
It was nominated last year for Best Comedy.
Oh, it was? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, no, there's nothing else from that season that I would really want to. No, not even Do It Yourself. I mean,
No.
Chainsaw Man and Bocchi the Rock are going to be the two that come out of this season. That's a no-brainer. But I'd love to see Blue Lock, because Blue Lock was, for a sports anime, that was intense.
Yep.
I was thrilled with it. Winter, I don't know. Winter's probably going to be Tomo-chan, maybe? Out of Winter? What else came out of Winter? Kubo, I guess, started in the winter. Maybe
Winter,
Kubo.
you had Buddy Daddies.
You did have Buddy Daddies.
You technically Trigun Stampede.
Okay, you can give it to Trigon. You also had My Life as Inukai-san's Dog.
No,
Solid choice,
why?
too.
Why are you so hung up about this fucking dog show? I know.
Because it makes you mad. It's the only reason.
It's such a fucking bad show. Everybody that watched it was
it's
like,
awful.
what the fuck is this
It's
cursed
awful.
piece of shit? And you...
No, yeah. That's why I bring it up. Yeah, I know. Spring, Oshinoko, Hell's Paradise, Yamada,
Heavenly Delusion.
Dangers in My Heart, Heavenly Delusion.
You could literally make a fucking new, like, a category for just Spring 2023.
Yeah.
You can make that category for just that season.
I mean, if you go off ranking and you go off just pure hype around it, it should go to Oshinoko.
Yeah.
It should go to Oshinoko. But again, that is my optimistic brain. My true love and my feelings would be just slashed if it didn't go to Bocchi the Rock for new anime. I think that it deserves a new anime, because I don't think it's going to win Anime of the Year, and I don't know if it's going to win a lot of other categories. Obviously, maybe Score. I think that's the easiest one because it's a fucking music anime. Yeah. But like, I think I would love to see it win Best New Anime. But you and I both know what it's going to go to.
Chainsaw Man.
It's going to go to Chainsaw Man. Yeah. Because again, I think every single category they're going to try to fit Chainsaw Man in somehow.
They will.
Best romance, Chainsaw Man.
For me personally, going back onto, like, just because I keep fucking forgetting about fall, I think Bocchi and Chainsaw Man from that season make it. I do think Blue Lock makes it as well. I think that there was so much hype around that show that it does. Winter, I don't see.
Okay.
If anything makes it from Winter, it's Buddy Daddies or Trigun, and I don't think either make it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
From Spring, Oshinoko, I really hope it makes it. I think it will make it. I would love Heavenly Delusion to make it. Don't think it's going to make it. Hell's Paradise, I think squeaks in. If there's 6 nominees, which I think, yeah, there's 6 nominees for everything. So I think with the 6th nomination, it'll go to Zom 100. Because the clip that it's going at, it's going slower than, well, it's going a little slower than I thought it would. It's taking its time, which is good, but like, I think that it'll squeak in for the final nomination. So yeah, but I think what'll win, Chainsaw Man for sure. What I would love to win, Oshinoko or Bocchi the Rock for sure, because those were 2 of my favorite shows from the past year. So like, I still on a weekly to daily basis think about Bocchi the Rock and how insanely good that show was.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I mean, it had music, it had the seriousness of, humanizing these characters, and then it had the pure comedy that made me belly laugh every single episode. Every episode, it was a wonderful mix, and it's something that I am just itching to see more of.
All right, we're on the last topic, the granddaddy of them all, the anime of the year. I am so torn, as we only have 6 slots. 6 slots as to what will get nominated.
Yep.
And I have 7 on my list, and I don't know which one to get rid of. My heart says get rid of Demon Slayer, but because this is the Crunchyroll Awards, I'm not getting rid of Demon Slayer.
Well, okay, so hang on. We're going to each do our own personal list.
I have my personal list.
Okay, so we're going to have our personal list, and then you and I together are going to headbutt until we lose approximately 70 to 80% of our brain cells, and then we will vote as if we are the Crunchyroll and nomination panel. Because that's the amount of brain cells you have to go through the anime of the year.
What to get rid of on this list? I really don't.
You want me to start?
Unfortunately, I have 7.
Because but well, okay, because my list is only consisting of anime that I have watched all the way through this currently. Okay,
Mine has
I will.
one that I have not watched.
I'm going to give one leeway. I'm going to give leeway to any of the ones that are summer. Okay, but I truthfully don't think any of the summer ones are going to win Anime of the Year.
There's only one that has a potential.
I would argue that there's 2, but we can get to that at some point.
Yes. Okay.
So my personal list
of
would
what
be
you think will be nominated.
Of what I think will, no, my personal list of what I would love to see. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna throw in like a fucking rando that I'm just like I liked it and everyone else should and was watched by like 3 other people. No, I think this is my personal list that I do believe have a valid chance of winning Anime of the Year. I think you come out strong in fall with Bocchi the Rock, Bleach, and Chainsaw Man.
I have all 3 of those on my list. Well,
I think you skip over winter because winter was pretty lackluster. Even with My Hero, I know the new season of My Hero, everyone was creaming their pants about. I get it. But it doesn't deserve Anime of the Year. It doesn't. We talked about this endlessly last year when we were going through anime awards on how these anime didn't deserve it. And we understand it's because of hype and because of the fucking giant parade of loyal brain dead fans that will just go out and vote for it no matter what. We understand, we get it, but it doesn't deserve Anime of the Year. I'm sorry for all you diehards out there. Your anime doesn't deserve it. It's on its 6th fucking season. Just deal with the fact that it's an okay anime. It's decent.
It's a good anime. It's fun. It's a fun just turn your brain off, watch the pretty colors and Deku smash things.
Exactly. So winner, we're skipping. All right, we're still at 3. Okay. You got to give it to Oshinoko, which is the one I have not watched it all the way through. I'm going to be watching it all the way through, but I think first episode alone is so impactful and so it set this weird tone that I don't think any anime has been able to match ever. In the fact that you basically released a full-length feature film, and spoilers ahead if you haven't watched it, at least the first episode that is, you duped all of the viewers in the first episode with how you treat the so-called main character.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. It was great. I was absolutely floored when the episode was over. I'm like, it made me mad, it made me sad, it made me angry. Like I wanted more of it. I wanted to see what happened. I also just didn't want my heart to get broken again. Like it made me go through all those emotions. So you got to give it to Oshinoko.
Yep.
I know you have Heavenly Delusion up there. My Heart of Hearts would throw Dangers in My Heart up there. I don't think it deserves Anime of the Year. So I think we're going to go to the summer season. And I think for my last 2, you give it to JJK.
Yep.
And so hard.
I'm gonna just stop you there. It's not Mushoku Tensei.
I want to say Mushoku Tensei.
I know you do, but
I want to say Mushoku
what's
Tensei.
What's gonna happen this season? It's not Mushoku Tensei.
But as an anime, as in terms of storytelling,
it's good. It's very fucking good.
And
it is going to be a slow burn of a season that it is going to turn a lot of people off.
It's just it's so deep in the message that it's delivering. Like, and it's doing it in such a fantastic way. It is one of the few anime that can portray a character as being depressed and anxious and just fucking destroyed internally without having them be an emo edgelord looking at you Attack on Titan. Like it captures human emotions in a way that most people experience them and they mask them. Most anime don't do that. Most anime like to be very verbose about it and over exaggerate emotions because that's just, you want your characters to exude that, right? You don't want viewers to do this weird interpretation bullshit of being like, are they actually sad? I don't know. Mushoku Tensei is fantastic in how they've built these characters and tried to dive deeper into them without just showing you exactly how they're feeling or telling you how they feel. It's a lot of under the radar.
A very,
it's
very
just
good and subtle show. It's very.
Why can't that be my last one? Why can't that be my last one?
No, if you want it to be like, hey, this is my list of what I want it to be, sure, go ahead. Will it actually make the cut? No, I don't think it will. So what will be... Are you giving me your list of what you want or what you are like predicting will be on the list?
My list is the anime that I honestly believe will be nominated.
Okay.
And
so what you think
will
actually be nominated?
But it's a personal list. Because I didn't list Jujutsu Kaisen, or did I say Jujutsu Kaisen? I think I said Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay, good. Yeah.
You said the last two from this season, Jujutsu Kaisen, then I stopped you between picking between Mushoku Tensei and Zom 100.
I didn't say Attack on Titan. I didn't say Hell's Paradise. I didn't say Demon Slayer. I didn't say My Hero. And I know at least 2 of those fucking anime are going to get on the Anime of the Year list. I know it.
Yep.
Do they deserve it?
Nope.
Again, my opinion, fuck no. I don't think any of them deserve it. But at least 2 of them are going to be on it.
The closest one that does deserve it would be Jujutsu Kaisen. So far.
But Jujutsu Kaisen's on my list.
No, I know, but
I said Attack on Titan, Hell's Paradise, Demon Slayer, and My Hero.
Right. Continue.
And Spy Family. I don't think Spy Family deserves it either. I didn't think the second core was...
Yeah, it was a lot weaker.
I didn't think the second core was as good as the first core by a large margin. So, correct. Yeah, I don't want to see any of those on there. I want Crunchyroll, and I'm hopeful, given the backlash and everything, and the fact that there was a number of other Anime of the Year award ceremony things that were done elsewhere that had very similar lists to one another that were far removed from Crunchyroll's. Like, they were the ones that had Ranking of Kings up there, and Akabe's Sailor Uniform, and all these other anime that we were gabbing about last year because of animation, because of storytelling, because of characters, because of this, that, and another thing, that didn't even get a wink by Crunchyroll. And yet you saw them on these other lists.
Akabe got nominated for Best Animation. It just didn't come anywhere close because nobody fucking watched it except for the people who are in the weeds.
But like that anime also had a number of different nominations on other lists too, elsewhere.
That's true.
Like, it wasn't just animation, right? Like, my hope and my true, again, in my heart of hearts, I just want Crunchyroll to acknowledge the fact that they don't have to pander to the popular. They, like, whatever is the most trending, whatever's got the most amount of sales at Hot Topic or Box Lunch or whatever fucking bullshit. You don't have to do that. You can actually nominate the shows that deserve it.
Yeah. Well, this is the Crunchyroll Awards, so fuck that. That's not happening.
Yeah, exactly. and we'll tell you after Frank goes through his list. We'll tell you what our brain dead Crunchyroll nominee panels out there are gonna actually give you for this season. But Frank, what's your list?
So the list of what I want. This is a want list. This is not gonna happen. I want Bocchi in there, and I want it to win because Bocchi fucking deserves it. It is a show that has stuck with me for nearly a full year. I want that fucking show to win. It's not going to.
There is a very strong chance that Bocchi could pull an upset for the sole reason that Bocchi the Rock had a worldwide love of it, and popularity of it, whereas Chainsaw Man was extremely popular on the West, but not in Japan. Like,
I think it was just a handful of people in Japan. I don't think it was like, I don't know where
according to sales of the DVDs, and according to just also all of the merchandise that I saw just scattered everywhere that I just assumed would be sold out but wasn't when I was there. Like, the reception that it had in Japan was not what was expected. It was not a reciprocation of what we felt in the United States watching it, because I think the general consensus was this shit's incredible. And I think in Japan it was a lot of, this is a little too on the nose, and the animation was a little off-putting. That is what I saw online. That is what I've read in articles. They also quote DVD sales, because DVD sales are still a huge thing that they do draw towards. For it is very silly. It is, we don't understand it in the United States or North America really, because DVDs are not as popular. But in terms of like gauging the popularity and the replayability, right, of an anime, Bocchi the Rock did considerably better.
Right. So back to my list, because my turn to
Sorry, continue. I'm sorry.
I want Bocchi on there and I want it to win. I don't think either happened. And that's my hot take. I don't think either happened. Chainsaw Man I want on there. Bleach I want on there. JJK I want on there. Oshinoko I want on there. Wait, no, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 5. And then the last one, I fucking want Zom 100 to be on there. I want Zom 100 to be on there, knowing, like, I'm really confused. Not necessarily minor spoilers, but semi. Where I think season 1 is going to end, in all of their marketing that they've had, like their opening, ending song, and their posters for Zom 100, they have a character on there that I didn't think that they would get to at all. I don't think that they would like come close to her like joining the crew. Spoilers, it's the blonde girl. I don't think that they, like, to me, I was thinking they're taking their time with the show. Where the fuck, when, like, she comes way later in the series, I feel like in volume 6 or 7, I thought. So could
it be a situation in which they don't follow 1-to-1?
It could be, but I think for what they have in front of them and where I thought it would end at a very, very good arc, and I thought that it's going to be a very good show, to the point where I really want this on my list. Will it be there? No. Here's what I think will actually be on the Crunchyroll list.
Well, let's work together. Okay. All right, calm down.
Chainsaw Man is on there.
Chainsaw Man, that's an easy choice. Chainsaw Man is on there. Bleach. Now, is anything else in the fall?
Bleach.
Okay. Is anything else in the fall?
No.
Yes.
I don't think that Bocchi makes
My Hero. No. We are talking about who is the most popular. We're not talking about if it's good. We are talking about who is the most popular. It's Chainsaw Man, it's Bleach, it's My Hero, and you can potentially argue that Spy Family might squeak its little ass in there.
With what else is out there? No.
It shouldn't. But will it?
Let me run through my list so you can run through your list and we can just argue about it. Chainsaw Man, Bleach, JJK, Oshinoko, Vinland Saga, Demon Slayer.
I agreed with everything except for Oshinoko. I don't think Oshinoko is going to on it. I don't. I truthfully don't. I think it's going to be Chainsaw Man, My Hero, Bleach. I'm going to give it to Vinland Saga. I think Vinland Saga is going to be up there. And you missed a big one. Even though I don't think many people actually did like it. I think it's just because of the series itself. And that's Attack on Titan, the final season, the final chapters.
Fuck off with that bullshit. I really hope it doesn't.
So if you want my real take, I will give a 100% guarantee, a Magically Average stamp of guaranteed approval, that Attack on Titan is going to make the Anime of the Year list.
I really fucking hope it doesn't.
It doesn't deserve it for a number of reasons. One, it was one episode that was an hour long. It wasn't even a season. It was one singular episode, and it's not even the finality to it. It was part 1 of the final season, the final chapters. Okay,
it's so frustrating.
That's the first idiotic part. The second idiotic part too is that
throw that in the fucking movie category. Can we just dump that into the movie category?
They're not going to.
But
And it doesn't deserve to be there either. No, it
No,
doesn't deserve to be there.
It doesn't deserve to be there.
There's
but can
way
we
too
dump
many
it
good
there
ones.
because it's a fucking
No. No, it's going to be on the list. I'm sorry to say it. Everyone out there, it's going to be on the list. And then Demon Slayer. I don't have any. Again, this is my if I have no hope whatsoever for Crunchyroll,
which I don't.
I don't. Because again, the nominees last year, which the only one that I mean, there's Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which won it. Okay. Demon Slayer Entertainment District. It was great. We both agreed that it was the best
season of Demon Slayer so far.
Yeah, even including now this season, in my opinion, I think it's still the best.
I still haven't watched an episode of the newest season.
Don't need to. It's not that great. But anime of the year, continuing series is always just very challenging for me to want to nominate again.
What sucks is I know you're 100% right. You get rid of Oshi&Co and you put Attack on Titan in there, unfortunately. So it will be Chainsaw Man, Bleach, Attack on Titan, JJK, Vinland Saga, Demon Slayer. Unfortunately, no, you threw My Hero in there. What else did you get rid of?
My Hero. No, it's 6.
No,
go with JJK. JJK. Chainsaw Man.
Yes.
Bleach.
Yes.
Attack on Titan. Vinland Saga. Demon Slayer.
Where's My Hero?
Oh.
That's 6. My Hero would be 7. What do you get rid of to put My Hero in there? You get rid of Vinland Saga?
What do you get rid of? You get no. Oh, maybe.
You probably, because I didn't hear a lot of people talk about Vinland Saga compared to My Hero this year. The only thing I heard from for Vinland Saga this year was midway through the first core was this is great, or this is the farming simulator version of Vinland Saga.
Oh God.
And that's it. That's all I heard about Vinland Saga Season 2. So yeah, I think if we are going popularity contest, you get rid of Oshi&Co and Vinland Saga on that list. You add Attack on Titan and My Hero, which is so fucking stupid. So fucking stupid, because we were forgetting shows like Blue Lock, Buddy Daddies. There's in fucking Witch from Mercury. Witch from Mercury was fantastic.
So here's the other problem too, okay? So if we look at last year's list, starting in fall 2021 to summer 2022, right? The shows that were nominated. So I'll give you. So we have Cyberpunk, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, Licorice Recoil, which again I thought could potentially steal it. Ranking of Kings Core 2, which was fantastic, and then Spy Family. If we go season by season, okay? Fall 2021 had Demon Slayer, which to my knowledge, and Ranking of Kings. So Demon Slayer and Ranking of Kings were in.
But it says Ranking of Kings Core 2 specifically.
Because I think Ranking of Kings did start in summer or spring. I want to say. I don't think it started
Ranking of Kings started October 2021 and ended March 2022. So Core 2 would have been winter 2022.
That's very odd. All right, but okay, so then it was just Demon Slayer from the fall 2021 season. In that season, you had Mushoku Tensei Part 2. You had Komi Can't Communicate. You had 86. You had Talked Up. It's some pretty solid anime at that time. Personal favorite, The Aquatope and White Sand, but we'll continue. Winter.
Didn't you never finish that show, actually?
They had more episodes that I didn't realize. But it was wonderful. The 13, again, it was one where it was the 13 I watched because I thought it was ending after 13, but it was 26, I think. 13 I watched were great.
I mean, this could end right here. The two biggest snubs of last year for not being on Anime of the Year were Call of the Night and Made in Abyss Season 2. Those two
and My Dress Up Darling.
And that's right. Fuck.
No, dude. So no. But hear me out. Let me go through this. Winter 2022, still Demon Slayer because it's 2 consecutive core. Attack on Titan, the final season, Part 2, was in winter 2022. Okay, and those are your 2. Well, I guess no. And then Ranking of Kings Core 2 was winter 2022. So that's where you get Ranking of Kings. In addition to that, for winter. Other anime that came out in winter. My Dress Up Darling. You had Sabakui Bisco. You had JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean. you again, Akibi Sailor Uniform, again, personal favorite. You had some good ones that came out in winter.
Yep.
Nowhere on lists.
Nope.
Spring is where you get Spy Family.
Yep.
Kaguya-sama,
which wasn't on the fucking list. Summertime Rendering,
well,
not on the list.
What?
Will Summertime be on this year's?
That's a good question.
I don't think it was nominated at all.
No, I know.
No, it wasn't.
But you had, Kaguya. You had Summertime Rendering. You had your boy Kong Ming, which had a big following too. Again, my personal favorite, Daimon, Recipe for Happiness. But again, solid ones. Kaguya-sama, I mean, I
don't know.
It has an 8.89 rating.
No, it has a 9.04 on Mal.
Well, on Mal, but Live Chart. I mean, Live Chart has it's one of their top ones, I think. So yeah, nowhere near. And then you have Summer. So I think summer where we get Cyberpunk. I can't remember when Cyberpunk comes out or came out. Excuse me. Because I think that's the only one we're missing at this point. But summer is Licorice Recoil,
which made the cut.
Yep, Licorice Recoil, which did make the cut, and then Cyberpunk. But then in addition to summer too, you had Call of the Night, you had Uncle from Another World when it started, you had Made in Abyss.
I think you couldn't put Uncle on there because it never finished until winter.
Oh, that's true. But I thought you said Uncle was nominated last year.
It was for best comedy, but it's still like I feel like it was so because it hadn't finished. You couldn't really.
Yeah,
you couldn't.
It's hard to
really
nominate for something and not everything.
Wholeheartedly thinking like yes.
No, I know. But again, like this is all to say that Crunchyroll really just looks at it and they look at the popular ones because when Spy Family came out, it was coming out alongside Kaguya-sama. It was coming out alongside Komi Can't Communicate Season 2, Summertime Rendering. Like, strong ones, and still got the nod. Licorice Recoil is the only one that I'm fine with. But even then, in summer, you had Licorice Recoil alongside Call of the Night, which I still am in awe at the fact that that wasn't nominated. Summertime Rendering. Like, yeah, it's unfortunate that it's a popularity contest for Anime of the Year, as opposed to awarding it to the anime that rightly deserves it.
So then we're in agreement that what will actually make the list, despite what our wants are, is Chainsaw Man, Bleach, JJK, AOT, My Hero, and Demon Slayer.
Yes. You cut out, but I think I got the last one.
Chainsaw Man, Bleach, JJK, AOT, My Hero, Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, yep.
Okay, the winner being Chainsaw Man. Correct.
Yep. Yeah, I think the one thing I might say that you could do instead of
I really don't
Demon
know if
Slayer
AOT makes it though. I really don't.
It's
no, will,
okay.
But I don't want it to. I wholeheartedly don't want it to.
I wholeheartedly don't want it to too. But again, it's all of the hype around it. It was the
fucking people sitting in the goddamn Crunchyroll fucking page waiting for it,
yelling at their screen. Yeah, the one that I would argue might be the one that does not get the nod in terms of the popularity, which is funny because it's actually ranked higher than My Hero, would be Demon Slayer, and I think you could replace that with Oshinoko. But I think it's because
the
reason why I went back
through it's Vinland, not Oshi.
Well, the reason why I went back through the previous year and each season to talk about each anime that came out is because this year, for fall, you have Spy Family, Chainsaw Man, My Hero, all in one season, and Bleach, all in one season, right? Winter, you have My Hero still, and then Vinland Saga Season 2. Winter was easily the weakest one. Spring, you have Demon Slayer, you have Hell's Paradise, you have Attack on Titan. Like, you had all these hard-hitting ones every season. And then summer is Jujutsu Kaisen, Bleach again. Like, there was no period at which you could give any
new thing
boost. Yeah, any boost to a new series that wasn't just overly like completely obliterated by either a continuing series or one that had just the large following just ready to start smashing the 10 out of 10 button online.
Yeah.
Right? Like everyone for Chainsaw Man and like everyone for for the Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War,
Yeah.
right? So it
sucks.
it will be very surprising if it's anything other than that, but
it sucks. Yeah. It is what it is. But that's our prediction. Chainsaw Man this year with all the other big shows that you can think of rounding out the list. So thank you all for joining us this week. We will be back next week with a brand new topic on the same day. So until next time, Spark Triumph. We'll see you then.